Hello, you're watching James Montreal Beer Reviews. Today I've decided to do a seasonal beer that's only sold for about 2-3 months each year. It's released by the McCausland Brewery here in Montreal. It's called St-Ambroise Citrouille, or in some export versions called St-Ambroise Pumpkin Ale, and that's what it is essentially style-wise. Now they just released this year's batch about a week ago, so a week and a half maybe. And I was really interested. I've never tried it. This is my first pumpkin beer essentially that I'm trying and reviewing. So I was really interested, so I ran out to the specialized supermarkets that sell these beers and got a few lots for myself. This, as you probably know, these kind of beers are only brewed in about September, October, and then they sell probably until mid-November, so maybe end of November. Autumnal beers, you see them, you drink them in autumn, the harvest season and everything in the fall. This particular brew is 5% ABV, which is very, very typical for McCausland's. Most of their beers, which are pretty good. I like this brewery quite a lot. Most of the beers are 5% ABV. Small 341ml bottle, brown glass, nothing special about it. But there is a description in the back which I'm going to read. Brewed just once a year, the great St-Ambroise Pumpkin Ale returns this fall to bewitch beer lovers with a savoury blend of pale and caramel malts, hops, pumpkin and spices. If you enjoy the out of the ordinary, the seasonal offering will be sure to please you. Now, even though I haven't had a pumpkin beer in my life still, from what I think of it, these beers are usually brewed with either ground or mashed pumpkin, or maybe sometimes it's sliced. As well as a nice variety of different spices they use, and I guess each brewery has their own recipes and secrets in brewing pumpkin beers, but usually they tend to be quite spicy from what I've seen and heard. Well, let's review this beer. I'm excited to try my first pumpkin. Okay, this time around we don't really need an opener since this is a twist off. For the glassware I'm going to use my famous St-Ambroise tonic pint glass. Very good glass. I hope the beer will be as good. Crack it open. Give it a pour. Very spicy smell, really. Pretty good head. Not that impressive or massive, even though I tried my best to pour, but overall, nice appearance. I'd say this is dark kind of copper color, maybe light brown, or maybe very dark amber. Very nice, frothy, yellow kind of head. I see loads of carbonation initially in the glass. Very interesting smell, that's for sure. Very new to me. Maybe that's the reason behind it. I definitely smell loads of malts, so the caramel kind of background, very sweet. Also, I can indicate loads of spices in the brew. I'm not sure which ones. Probably nutmeg and cinnamon. That's as far as I can get. Head's coming down, so it shouldn't be. The retention, I guess, is not very impressive, but. A touch of hops as well, maybe like fruity dark notes, like maybe plum, or even citrus actually. It's very complex fruity undertone as well. Certainly very inviting, that's what I can say really. Let's give it a try now. Very interesting. This is very good. Very malty. It starts out with that caramel kind of sweetness, and then the spicy and pumpkin, I guess, combination comes into play really. Now I haven't had many pumpkin made things in my life. I think I've tried the pumpkin pie sometime around, but I don't really remember how pumpkin tastes exactly. But I remember it being slightly sweet, even though it's a vegetable, yeah. But I guess you get loads of that in this beer. Now I think the finish is a bit bitter, but a pleasant kind of bitterness as the hops come into play. But even though you get some hops every now and then, it's a malty beer still. I'm definitely getting cinnamon, nutmeg. Well, it doesn't really taste like a beer though. Like when you don't think about it. I guess it's just excuse my initial impression, because I've never had pumpkin beer. If you've had many in your life, probably laughing at me right now, but it's very tasty. That's certain. It's sort of a combination of a pale ale, I would say the same one from St-Ambroise from Montreal, very similar to that. Maybe a bit of a red ale kind of taste, and it's nice vegetable background and the flavour and spices. I'll come back to you, but so far so good. Alright, so I'm back. Just have a bit of beer left already. I've quite enjoyed this overall. I prefer my beers to be balanced and complex, and this one is balanced pretty well. As for complexity, it's quite high as well. You get a bit of everything. You get some nice caramel maltiness, you get some very nice spices and pumpkin in the taste, which probably make about 60% of the taste overall. And the finish is quite, well, I wouldn't say it's hoppy, but it has some nice hoppiness in it, and not very bready, not very dry, very good. Drinkability is quite high in this one. I think obviously I don't know much about it as in terms of the style, but I could say that the spiciness is quite right in the spot. It's not too much, it's not too little. It's there. You feel it, you like it, but it's not overbearing, so it doesn't affect the drinkability. So it's quite high overall. The carbonation kind of drops, and even if it was quite high in the beginning, it's still pretty nice and lively. But yeah, I had some trouble trying to grade this in terms of the style, because this is the first example of the style I'm trying. So I decided to give this an 8 out of 10 because I liked it a lot. But so I'm not going to give this a 7 just because I haven't tried any other pumpkin beers. But at the same time, I'm not going to give this anything higher than an 8 because I have a feeling this is not the pinnacle, and it's probably not at all. But nevertheless, 8 out of 10 for St-Ambroise Citrouille Pumpkin Beer. It's exported to the States, I'm pretty sure, during this month. So if you happen to live there and see this sometime, give it a try. It comes in 4 packs. I was able to get it in singles, just 2 bottles for myself, but it does come in 4 packs. But yeah, having said that, that's all I have to say for this time. Thanks for watching. Enjoy your autumnal season, fall season, whatever you want to call it, and have a beer. Enjoy yourself. Bye.